A Raisin in the Sun is not too bad. I think it could be better, but there are a lot of things that are done quite well. I only became aware of this because of John Stamos. I don't know if I would have watched it had I just found it randomly, but I guess I'm glad enough that I had a reason to watch it. This was released in 2008. It's directed by Kenny Leon, written by Paris Quails, based on the play by Lorraine Hansberry, with a cast including Sean Combs, Sanaa Lathan, Audra McDonald. Of course, we have John Stamos and various others. And the story is about an African American family in the 50s in Chicago, and they get an opportunity to improve their quality of life when they get a life insurance payout, but that doesn't mean that their life is going to be without hardship. It sounded interesting, but I will say it is tremendously slow. The film itself is over 2 hours, just about 2 hours, I think just over 2 hours, and it should have been an hour and 30, maybe an hour and 40, but it is so slow. There are some really good, powerful scenes, but I feel like there is so much fluff in between where nothing happens, the characters aren't interesting in those moments, it just really dampens the experience. We do occasionally have some good dialogue during some of the slower scenes. Not every scene that feels slower doesn't serve a purpose. Some of them actually do serve a purpose, even if they are still a little slow. But at the same time, there are some scenes that I just didn't really care for. On the plus, the characters are very well written, with really great performances. The family unit is really believable. Their emotions and actions are very believable, very realistic. Visually, it is great, with really strong lighting and good camera work and quite a nice soft colour palette. Good use of music as well. I'd say it's an interesting story, and when it's good, it's very good. But unfortunately, there is a lot of slowness. The pacing, well, I was going to say the pacing needs a lot of work, but honestly, the film just needs to be shorter. Elements, the slow scenes just need to be removed. Not all of them, as I said, some do still serve some element of a purpose, but for the most part, this film just doesn't need to be this long. It could have been shorter, tighter, more powerful, more moving, more interesting, but it's not a bad film, and there are many things that I think worked really well. So, as I said, I'm glad enough that I had a reason to watch it. There's room for improvement, but at the end of the day, I'd say I still enjoyed A Raisin in the Sun, and it's one that I'm happy to recommend.